Hello guys, this is Sunblade and we are live with a new JP Dokkan video. Finally! By the time this video goes live, the JP version of Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle has reached a runtime of 2000 days and Akatsuki, the developer, will celebrate this with an Extreme Z Awakening for the TEQ LR Prime Battle Goku. In today's video I want to take your hand and guide you through every step to bring this OGLR to the next level. This video will be divided into 3 parts. The first one is dedicated to grind the LR Prime Battle Goku card itself. The second part is for preparing for his Easy A, and in the third and final one we will actually attend the event and awaken him. You will find timestamps in the description, so you don't have to look for the parts that you need by scrolling through this video. As you already might figured, this video only works for JP right now, but Global will hit the 2000 days in January 2021. Okay, let's take a look at the card itself, pre-Easy A, and figure out why this is a big deal. He is the very first LR Akatsuki decided to release, and he came out on July 5th, 2016 on JP. His leader skill is all types Ki +3 and attack +3000. His 12 key super attack causes colossal damage to the enemy, and his 18 key super attack causes mega colossal damage to the enemy and gives all allies, including himself, plus 30% attack for 1 turn. His passive skill increases his attack by 10,000 and his defense by 3,000 when he's facing only one enemy. His link skills are Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, The First Awakened, Family Ties and Legendary Power. He is on Pure Saiyans, Goku's Family, Super Saiyans, Kamehameha and final Trump card. Alright, so let's look at the stats right here. When we are going to Easy A him, his stats will not increase, probably like with the STR LR Goku Black for example. Alright, it's obvious that this card has aged a lot and should not be used anymore. Obviously Akatsuki was aware of that and decided to improve this card with an Extreme Z Awakening. Let's check out how this card is going to look like when he awakens. Thanks to Goresh for providing translations. His leader skill changes to Super Class, Ki +4 and 90% to stats, and Extreme Class, Ki +3 and 70% to stats. Definitely not a big deal, but it's nice, especially for free-to-play players. His 12 key super attack greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes colossal damage to the enemy. His 18 key super attack causes mega colossal damage to the enemy and gives all allies plus 30% attack and a chance of performing a critical hit plus 10% for 1 turn. That's a drastic change, I'm a big fan of this. He is raising attack and defense by 50%, which is really good, but we will touch on this later again during this video. His passive is now attack and defense up 59%, I kinda expected this, plus an additional Ki +3 and defense plus 59% as the first attacker in the turn, plus an additional attack plus 59% when performing his 18 key super attack. Also, all allies get Ki +3 when attacking an extreme class enemy. His categories and links remain unchanged of course. His super attack level increases to level 25 though, which powers him up even more, but we will touch on that later again during this video too. Wow, he turned out very good and he is worth the grind, and luckily Akatsuki has improved the events a lot, so you can farm him up way faster than before. So, let me show you on how you can farm up this guy. In order to do that, you have to enter the Prime Battle Goku event, Transcendent Warrior. Let's do that right now. Alright, so there are 4 stages in total, which drop different things, but in order to even attend this event, you have to assemble a team of 6 free-to-play cards. So let's do that. Alright, this is perfect. Switch over to free to play. Alright, so as you can see, I'm not allowed to use every free to play card that I own. The requirement is that each card for this event has to drop from an event. So for example, I cannot use AGL Cooler because I bought him with the incredible gems from the barber shop, but I can use STR Vegeta because I found him up from a story event. You will also see that some cards glow on the screen right now. That means that these cards will increase the chance for additional drops for this event, and this is very important. The more cards you use from the Vegetas Family category, the more medals and SSRs you are going to get on average. Unfortunately, I started JP in September 2019 and do not have everything at my disposal yet. But if you can assemble a team of 6 Vegetas Family category cards, that's very good for you. The better the status of the card SR, you are LR, the higher the drop rate, and of course the more cards you bring from this category, the higher the chances, as I said. So you should definitely use LR INT Prime Battle Vegeta as a friend, like in my example right here. Do not worry, it doesn't have to be a fully fleshed out team, since today's free-to-play cards are so strong that this event is really easy. So, when you finish stage 1 the first time, you get 1 copy of the SSR, which awakens to LR Prime Battle Goku, but do not continue with this stage since the drop rate for this SSR is horrible on here. Let's go to the info again. I'm talking about this card. You should grind more of these copies on stage 4, this one right here, but we will get to that. On stage 2, you have to farm up medals in order to get him to the TUR status. You will need a minimum of 15 medals, but I'm going to say this right now. Farm up 45 medals because you want to finish 3 copies of LR Prime Battle Goku to save Elder Kais. If you do not care about using Elder Kais on him, you can farm 15 medals and 5 SSR copies. You should be good then, but the time you need is slim in comparison to use 24 Elder Kais on this guy. Trust me on this. If you farmed up those medals, do not awaken him just yet, since you have to unlock the paths in the hidden potential system first. If you awaken him too soon, you have to use an hourglass or awaken 4 more copies, and you don't want that. So, on stage 3, you can farm the medals required to awaken him to LR status. You will need 777 medals per copy, and yes, it doesn't stop there. You should farm up 2331 medals because you want to finish 3 copies to save Kais, as I said. It's not as bad as it sounds. Since the stamina you require is pretty low right now on JP, it's just 12 and you have the boost feature, and you get a lot of stuff when attending this event with a Vegeta Family free-to-play team. I personally only farmed 2 copies and decided to save 5 TEQ Grand Kais, so I only had to farm 1554 medals. But for now, just finish stage 3 once so you can enter stage 4. The difference between stage 3 and stage 4 is that on stage 4 you can get the SSR version of Prime Battle Goku pretty often. That drops on stage 1 once and get medals at the same time. Stage 3 doesn't drop this SSR, but you get more medals out of this stage on average. On stage 4, Goku changes his typing from Tech to Physic, but that doesn't matter at all. If you are in trouble, you can always use items. So, your task is to grind 13 more SSRs for your first LR Prime Battle Goku, 4 for unlocking his paths in the hidden potential system, and 9 for getting him up to SA10. When this is done, you can awaken the SSR to TR status with the 15 medals from stage 2. Then you are going to farm 10 more SSRs and the required medals to get the LR to SA20 without using Elder Kais. You can combine those two with training, and after that step you are going for 5 more copies to get the easy LR Goku to SA25. That means you have to go for 28 copies, 45 stage 2 medals and 2331 stage 3, stage 4 medals. Once you have all the 28 copies though, you switch back to stage 3 and farm the remaining medals there. Alright. And again, do this with a free-to-play Vegeta's Family category team so you get additional medals and cards. As you saw, I do not have a full Vegeta's Family team and I did it pretty fast, so you shouldn't have any trouble. Okay. When all of this is done, your LR Prime Battle Goku should look like this. In my case, he is already rainbowed with the TEQ Hidden Potential Orbs. So let's go over the Hidden Potential system right now. I want to explain why I skilled him the way I did. This is my personal opinion on this. If you have better ideas, let me know in the comments. I decided to go with 15 additional and 11 crit, since his 18 key super increases the crit chance for my allies, and if I get an additional super attack, the game gives me the lowers key super possible, and his 12 key super is awesome, which increases his attack and defense by 50% and has a higher chance to crit due to his 18 key. Super attack, of course. Yeah. Since this card is designed to keep it in slot 1, it is debatable to give him 3 dodge, but I'm not a big fan of this. I think he can survive big hits before he supers, and you can't dodge INT UI Goku in the legendary Goku event anyway. You see that I gave him the recovery upgrade 2, I'm talking about this one right here. Because he is an LR, he needs way more key than TORs, so it was only natural for me to go with this, but it depends on your own playstyle in my opinion. Alright, this covers part 1 of this video. Let's move on to part 2, where we prepare for his Easy A. Now that our LR Prime Battle Goku is finished, we have to prepare ourselves for his Easy A. This Extreme Z area is very special, since you have to rainbow and fully Easy A 6 specific units to attend this event. So a lot of work, a ton of Zenny, in fact way over 100 million, and a lot of trainings items are required to even attempt Prime Battle Goku's Extreme Z area. This could be difficult for newer players, because you have to bring specific units to each Extreme Z area and not everyone is that prepared, but if you feel you are, let's move on. So, at first, let's start with the easiest grind. We are talking about Zenny and trainings items. Just continue with the Extreme Z battles and you will get 1.5 million per level. Make sure to do the daily Satan event also. It doesn't take too much time and most of the Easy A's are fairly easy. Let's go to the Extreme Z battle section and you will see that I am above level 100 on the Kamehameha Easy A. So I recommend to do these kind of stages here. For the trainings items, just go to the Roshi event every day. This event down here with the Peppy Gals team, and then you can get the most amount of stuff. Okay, let's move on to the 6 cards that are required to enter the Extreme Z area for LR Prime Battle Goku. These are the 6 units that you need in order to get the medals required to awaken LR Prime Battle Goku. We will go over everyone in part 2. Let's start with AGL Cooler, the leader for this team. Maybe you have seen my video about this guy already and are already prepared, but of course we will go over him one more time. So, AGL Cooler's SSR is obtainable from the barbershop. Let's go there right away. Alright, he is down here. Somewhere there he is. So, as you saw, you need 300 incredible gems for 1 copy. That means that you need 1500 incredible gems to rainbow this guy, but to get him up to SA 15 without using Elder Kais, you need 1800 in total. That's not too bad, because you might have used the Porunga Dragon Ball wishes to get the 777 gems twice. That means you only need 246 gems more to completely finish him. So get 6 copies of him from the barbershop and you are good to go. In order to farm up the remaining incredible gems, I suggest to use Area 24, Stage 4 on the quest. Let's go there very quickly. So yeah, this is it. You can use other stages like Area 24, Stage 8 and so on. In my opinion, it comes down to personal preference here. Now we have to get Cooler up to SA 10 and SA 5. Akatsuki was nice and gave us the Cooler story event back to farm his super attack. Let's go there. 1 second here, a lot of loading involved. So let's scroll down. And there it is. Alright. So just enter stage 5 with a terrifying Conquerors team and farm up the super attack of those AGL Coolers. 1 to SA10 and 1 to SA5. After this is done, just Dokkan Awaken both with the physical Cooler Dokkan event medals and combine them with training. Let me show you the medals real quick. This is the one. These are the medals here. Okay, next up is his Extreme Z area. Let's go to the event section here. So, alright. So, in order to attend this Extreme Z Awakening, you need to bring INT Final Form Frieza 2. So let's talk about him next and then we will return to this Extreme Z area. Alright. So this is INT Final Form Frieza. This Final Form Frieza is the Dokkan Awakening of this guy right here. You might recognize him. So let's talk about him. In order to farm him up, you need to enter the Final Form Frieza Dokkan event. This might be the easiest way here. 1 second. Alright, this is the Final Form Frieza Dokkan event. On stage 1, you can farm this first form Frieza right here. You need to farm 19 copies in total. The problem is that it's just an SR and you have to Dokkan Awaken him several times to open his hidden potential paths and get him up to SA15. So at first, get this Frieza up to SA10, Dokkan Awaken him with 3 Final Form Frieza medals and awaken him to UR status. After that, farm up 4 more copies and Dokkan Awaken each one so you can feed them all into the first copy you farmed to SA10. That gives you the opportunity to rainbow him. Now you can Dokkan Awaken him even further with 5 medals from the Full Power Frieza event. Then you have to farm up a second first form Frieza to SA5 and Dokkan Awaken him all the way so you can feed him to the first one after you finish his easy A. Okay, very good. Now we can go to the Extreme Z area for AGL Cooler and INT Final Form Frieza. Both of them are required to attend the event. So let's do that. A lot of loading involved today. Thank you for being so patient. Gosh, so many Dokkan events online right now. Alright, so the units on this list are optional, but you want to bring 4 more units of course. INT Metal Cooler is pretty good since he leads Extreme class with Ki plus 3 and 70% to stats. If you have enough units from that list, you are good to go. I only had 5 of them ready, but it was a piece of cake for me. You have to enter these stages and each difficulty multiple times to get enough medals. Let me show you what I mean. Stage 1 for Frieza and stage 2 for Cooler. Z Hard provides bronze and silver medals. Super provides gold and rainbow medals depending on which path you take. You might be lucky here and there and encounter a special question mark field which gives you additional medals, but you need 15 bronze medals, 40 silver medals, 30 gold medals and 30 rainbow medals for each character. That won't take long though. I recommend to use these medals as soon as you get them to improve those characters during the time you get these medals to make the grind easier later on. Once those characters are fully easy 8, you can feed the SA5 copies you prepared into the SA10 rainbow copies to get them up to SA15. Okay, that covers AGL Cooler and Final Form Frieza. This was basically the layout for the rest of the characters. That means that the procedure is the same for the remaining 4 except LR Goku Black. Now let's move to INT Raditz. This guy right here. very valuable card for the World Tournament, and I had the most trouble with this one personally. You can farm him up in his story event. Let's go there. So yeah, this is the one. As explained, farm up 2 copies, 1 to SA10 with all 4 paths open and 1 to SA5 and awaken them afterwards. Just make sure to use a low class warrior team to increase the amount of stuff that you get. In order to access his Extreme Z area, you have to finish the Saiyan and Raditz story event completely. Raditz and Nappa are both required to enter this event, and you can bring other units as well, but the list is very limited too. The INT Nappa is obtainable from the Saiyan story event on stage 7. Let me show you what I mean. This is the Nappa right here on stage 7. Just use an Inhuman Deeds team to get him done fast. So if you've done that, go to the Extreme Z area for Raditz, this one right here, and you can see that Raditz and Nappa are both required. These are the units that are optional, of course. So, if you have either LR Krillin or LR Nappa and Vegeta, this Extreme Z area is extremely easy. I personally used TEQ Kaioken Goku as a leader and used some other units like Great Ape Raditz and Physical Vegeta, who is really good and can defend very well there. The annoying part is that you don't have a good leader to cover an entire team, and INT Nappa is pretty bad. But you can go with STR Raditz here. His leader skill is not good at all, but it's sufficient if you bring units like LR Krillin. I am talking about this guy right here. I personally recommend a full physical team here, but it's up to you. Once you finish his EZA, yeah, combine the farmed copies to get him done to SA 15. Alright, that covers INT Raditz. Let's move on to the next unit, STR LR Goku Black, Zamasu. Global players are working on him as I do this video. He is really good, and he is the first guard who got an EZA. As I said at the beginning, EZA LRs have a super attack level of 25, so you have to farm up 3 copies of Zamasu from his Zero Mortals planned story event. Let me go there right away. So where is it? Yeah, this is the event I was talking about. Just enter this event with a time travelers team and farm up 3 copies, as I explained earlier. His Extreme Z area, which is accessible when you finish Zamasu's story event completely, is pretty easy since you have a ton of characters to choose from. Let's go there. Yes, this is the one. Only Goku Black is required and the rest is optional. So it isn't a big deal. Let's go over these units. Yeah, as you can see, a lot of units to choose from. So you can use LR Goku Black as a leader and choose from those characters right here. You shouldn't have any trouble. Since he is an LR, the amount of medals you have to get is different to the TUR EZAs. There's just one difficulty. Let me show you. And yeah, 45 medals are needed in order to awaken him. Since his level won't increase at all, you don't need to level him up in between. When this is done, get his super attack level up from 20 to 25, and that leaves us with only 2 characters left. Alright, so Super Android 13 is next, and he probably requires the most amount of work and definitely the most amount of Zenny. I guess you remember the TEQ Android 13 from the quest. I am talking about this one right here. Enter area 14 stage 8 on hard difficulty. I'm talking about the quest, of course. So let's go there. Yes, this is the one. You have to enter this level on hard difficulty, not on Z hard, and you farm up 19 SR copies there. The first 10 will increase his super attack to SA10, 4 will be needed to unlock his pass, and 5 more are there, well, you know it, to get him up to SA10. The annoying part is that you have to Dokkan Awaken 6 of them. 2 of them are needed to be Dokkan Awakened even further, with 7 battlefield medals each you get from the barber shop. If you have incredible gems to spare, make sure to buy all 4 of the TEQ Super Android 13 copies for 100 gems each from the barber shop. I showed you that shop earlier where we went over Cooler, but I already bought these copies, so you couldn't see those in the video. So you buy those to open the Hidden Potential pass from the first copy you farmed and Dokkan Awakened. That eases up the grind a little bit, so you only have to farm 2 complete copies. Let's look at the medals you need to get him Dokkan Awakened. Alright, these are the medals you need, and if you just click on each medal, you will see where to get them. Yes, this for example, Dr. Gero, you can get this medal on area 12 stage 4 on Z hard. Alright, all of them are available from the quest. Just click there as I said, and you will find the stage you need to enter. Multiple medals will drop with one try now, so the grind is not that bad anymore. And yeah, once you've finished the 2 copies, you can enter the Extreme Z battle for the battlefield units, so it's no Extreme Z area. Let us go there. And I am talking about this event right here. You might have done it already. So just awaken the first copy you farm to SA10, and after this is done, well, you know what to do. Get him up to SA15. Alright, the last unit we are talking about in part 2 of this video is TEQ Lord Slug. This bad boy right here. Just get the job done with the Namekian's team in his story event. Let me show you the event right away. So, yes, this event right here. Just enter stage 2 with the Namekian's team and get him done as I explained earlier. When you did that, you can enter the Extreme Z area, which is available once you finish this entire story event, of course. This one is pretty easy. As expected, only Lord Slug and Kaioken Goku are required. The optional list is fairly slim again, but if you have physical Lord Slug and AGL Nail, just give me a second here. Yeah, this is the one. TEQ Slug and STR Kaioken Goku are required, and this is the optional list right here. As I said, if you have physical Lord Slug and AGL Nail, it won't be a big of a deal. I personally used AGL Nail as a leader since there are so many Namekians on this list. The friend leader Piccolo is pretty helpful too, so you should get this done pretty easily, especially if you have LR Crim. Alright guys, this covers the 6 units that are necessary to attend the Extreme Z area for LR TEQ Prime Battle Goku. And that only leaves us with part 3. Now we are getting to work and awaken our bad boy LR TEQ Prime Battle Goku. So finally it's July 20th, and that means JP Dokkan has reached a runtime of 2000 days. The Extreme Z area for Prime Battle Goku is online now, so we can Extreme Z awaken him starting today, but let's review what we have done first. As you can see, each required unit is Rainbowed, Easy 8 and an SA 15. There are also two LR Prime Battle Gokus on the screen right now, because as you might know, I was lucky enough to pull LR TEQ Full Power Jiren, so I decided to give the spare TEQ Grind Kais to him and farm up one more LR Prime Battle Goku to get the Easy A one up to SA 25. But we will get to that in the closing comments. Okay, let's take a look at the Extreme Z area first. Alright. The event itself is online until July 31st, like the rest of the events, which will take part in the celebration. So you only have 10 more days to get this done. Please consider the huge update that arrives in a couple of hours though. This event states that these characters right here are required to do this event, and again, they have to be fully done, otherwise it won't work. As expected, there is only one difficulty which requires 25 stamina, and you need 45 medals to fully Extreme Z awaken LR Prime Battle Goku. So let's jump in. This event is pretty easy and it won't take long, thanks to the fact that Goku's attack and defense can be lowered by Cooler's passive, for example, and he also can be stunned by Lord Slug. Alright, this is the friend leader right here, and this is the team that I will bring, of course. Let's jump in. So there are medals on the field, and if you listened earlier, sometimes a question mark field is appearing and this will give you more medals. But if it does not appear, on average you will get 5 medals per try. Alright, so let's get this done. It's pretty straightforward. Goku's attack and defense will be lowered by Cooler's passive. Frieza will tank everything just fine. So this is not a big deal at all. Just consider your rotations. Once he supers and you have Cooler in the first slot and he hasn't supered yet, you will take a lot of damage. So yeah, consider that. Otherwise, it's just straightforward. Alright. Sometimes you will run into some key issues, but it's not a big deal. Let's see here. Yeah, it is what it is. Alright. Maybe we can stun Goku with Slug. But first we will tank that super attack with Raditz. We have type advantage here. Let's see. No stun here, but it's fine. As you can see, we have enough HP left. Alright, so let's finish him off this rotation. His attack and defense will be lowered twice because of those two Coolers. And Cooler is super effective against all types. Alright. Okay, that's it. As you can see, it was pretty easy. When you finish him, you will get 3 TEQ Z swords for training. So this is nice, but as I said earlier, when you Extreme Z awaken LR TEQ Prime Battle Goku, his level will not increase, so you won't require those training items. Yeah, as I said earlier, you will get 5 on average. This time we got 4. When we get this special field, you will get 7 medals instead of 2 or 3. Alright, let's awaken him. I already did the first 2 steps here, so only 1 is remaining. A quick note here, you will need 35 million Zenny to fully awaken him. If you need some more money, just do the Extreme Z battles and the Satan event every day. Okay, let's do this. Gonna let this play out here. Alright. Finally, our boy is completely Extreme Z awakened, and that leaves us with only 1 more task left, getting him up to SA25. So we will go to training and feed the SR51 into the EZA LR Goku. This is the one I was talking about. As you can see, he is at SA5. As you can see here, his super attack level will increase once we finish this training. So, this is the end result right here. EZA LR TEQ Super Saiyan Goku from the Transcended Warrior Prime Battle event. This took a lot of effort, but it is very rewarding in my opinion. So if you are a global player, you should be fully prepared for the 2000 days celebration in January 2021 now. And if you are a JP player who has not started with any of the mentioned steps at all but want to, yes, there is not much time left, but you can still get some steps done before those events go away. Fear not, they will come back, so this video is not useless starting from August 1st. As I told you, I want to go back to the SA5 LR I farmed, and I documented how long it took me. I started on Friday evening and was finished on Sunday morning, and I only had to refresh my stamina once. So just to give you an idea how long 1 copy is going to take. You can do it if you are fully committed to it, trust me. Alright, this is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed your time and can use this content to get the card done fast. If you have any further questions, leave a comment below and I will be glad to help you out. If you have a good time here, leave a like and consider subscribing. More content is coming in the future. Have a good day, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.